80% of the women crossing the border get raped.
By Americans?
No, by illegals.
Okay. Thanks.
Don't thank me. I didn't rape anybody.
I didn't say you did, but you're coming and you're spinning everything that.
I'm just trying to tell you basic information.
80%.
80% of young women who cross the border get raped.
By illegals?
Yes, by coyotes and illegals. Why wouldn't you have
coyotes? Goodbye.
I think she thought that Gavin McInnes meant like the animal coyote, like the real animal. Joining us now is Gavin McInnes, host of the Gavin McInnes Show, author of Death of Cool, and panelist on Fox News' Red Eye. Hello, Gavin.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. So why did you, when you said coyote, that was at a Donald Trump rally. She was a protester, from what I understand. Why do you think she walked away? Do you think she, when you said coyotes, she said, oh, coyotes, and walked away? Why do you think she did that?
You're right. She thought I meant animals. And that's because she's never looked this up. Like, I don't understand why these people will spend the time to make a sign and to go out there and scream at people without ever having Googled any facet of their crusade.
Because they're mind-numbed robots, as Rush would call them, and they're only given the information that they're given, and they accept it without question.
I mean, if someone said to me, oh, this group is predominantly rapey, I'd go, really? And I'd want to look that up before I spent all the time with the rubber cement making the sign and standing out there in the freezing cold. And after maybe a minute of Googling, you'll see that there is a real rape culture with the border.
Yeah, you would think they would do some research, but that's the left. All right, so let's talk about where we are right now. You recently did a video of 5 reasons to vote for Donald Trump. Care to share some of those with us?
Well, obviously he has a lot of flaws, and as many on the far right have said, he could break our hearts. But for me, the biggies here are the fact that he's an entrepreneur, and we have ceased to venerate the entrepreneur. That's not cool anymore. And I want to get back to that because this whole idea that big business is evil and the government will save us is a path to ruin. Secondly, he's anti-immigration, and he's the first to do that. And we're a country that is suffering from illegal. We got 50 million illegals, and they're not just taking our jobs. They're sending money home. They're changing the whole structure of the country, and they're not assimilating to Western values. Thirdly, he's anti-establishment. This is a guy beholden to no one in a system that you can't even tell between the right and the left anymore. We're in desperate need of a reboot. Number 4, he's anti-jihad. And again, the immigration thing and the jihad thing is something no one else was saying. And the left keeps saying, the odds of you getting attacked by a terrorist are almost nothing. And you go, yeah, and I want to keep it that way. Britain's gone. Germany's gone. I don't want America to be gone. But number 5, the big one for me is the culture. He's anti-aggrievement. And you say, what, you're just worried about a bunch of college students? No, I'm worried about the entire industry of feminism, and everything is racist, and we need to account for this injustice and that injustice. We need an HR department. We need a diversity department. It's slowing us down, and it's un-American.
I couldn't agree with you more, except if you're Hillary Clinton or any other prominent leftist and you say something racist, then you get a total pass. You're familiar by now, I guess, with the remarks made at the skit by de Blasio and Hillary Clinton, the racist comments that were involved in that skit. Hillary is disavowed it, saying, oh, that was de Blasio's skit, but she was in it, and she had a line in it, and she played along. So, and Gavin, she's gotten a total pass.
Oh, yeah. Well, Obama just the other day was talking about the new justice he appointed. He goes, he's white, but trust me, he's still a good guy.
Yeah, I'm sorry, he's white. Yeah, he apologized for having a white guy.
They get away with that because it's not really about racism or sexism. It's about messing with the patriarchy and messing with traditional Christian Western values and Judeo-Christian Western values, because they're not really about justice. They're about sabotaging us. They're about creative destruction. And I wouldn't mind that so much if they had anything to replace it with. But they don't. They just want to wipe out what's there and replace it with,
Gavin, the young people, and you talk to them, you talk to one there, unfortunately, but we got a minute. Is there any hope to save them? Is there any hope to rescue their minds from everything you reason number 5 to vote for Donald Trump? Is it too late to stop that from just steamrolling over us?
No, it's not too late, and this is where Trump comes in handy, because you don't realize the domino effect a lot of these policies have. For example, immigration. When illegal aliens are cleaning the pools and mowing the lawns and doing the babysitting, the young people don't have those dumb jobs, and they don't develop an economic libido. And if you haven't mowed a lawn, you can't run a global corporation, because it's all part of the same thing.
Right.
And right now we have kids playing Xbox on the couch because they've never known anything else. If we stop having illegals do these jobs, they do them. And I know, because I'm from Canada.
No, you're right, Gavin. We got to end it there. But that's a great point. You're absolutely right. Gavin McInnes, great to see you, sir. Thank you very much. Gimme 5 is next, folks. All about Bernie Sanders and his anti-Israel diatribe. Don't go away.